Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I wanted to play this video. This lady actually has a lot of content. Some I agree with, some I don't. But I wanted you guys to hear this and then we'll talk about it. Here we go.
Body will determine the type of man that you attract. Cosmetic BBL bodies attract drug dealers, gangbangers, club goers, players, thugs, unfaithful men. Natural bodies attract career men, businessmen, stable men, family men, husband material men, and if you're in the right setting, a rich man. Overweight bodies attract users, losers, abusers, criminals, men with ulterior motives. Your body is the first impression of who you are. BBL bodies don't keep men. Natural bodies attract quality men. Overweight bodies attract user men. Be careful with what you do with your body. Your body will determine the type.
Now, for this particular situation, I agree 100% with what she's saying. And women have had a problem when Kevin Samuels was talking about fit, feminine, and friendly. And even though he might have been coming from a slightly different perspective, the concept was correct, because your body type, well, not so much your body type, but how you take care of it, how you present yourself. This is the appearance value. Your appearance value is a person's first glimpse into who you are. It is the first impression that you make before you open your mouth, before you say anything, before you do anything. People glean a lot from that. If you see a person that's super overweight and they're very unkempt, very slovenly, very dirty, then you think a certain thing about them is not pleasant. It's not positive. It's not a good thought. You're going to be like, ooh, where this person stay at? This person must be dirty. This person must be nasty. Look how they came outside. Look at their clothes. Look at their hair. Things of that nature. So it says so much about you before any action or words. If you see a person walking down the street and they look really, really well put together, their clothes look very well appointed and things of that nature, before they open their mouths to show you whatever kind of personality they got, your first instinct is to think, man, they must have got themselves together. They're very meticulous about how they appeared in public. They took their time to make sure that their clothes looked very nice. They took their time to make sure that they were groomed properly. They took their time, even the way that they're walking, even the way that they are moving physically tells you a lot about this person and how this person behaved. Similarly, with the examples that she gave, a woman that come through with a BBL body, men have said this, other women understand this. This is the playtime girl. This is the girl that you're going to have sex with. This is the girl that you're going to, you know what I'm saying? She's the sex girl. She's the living sex doll. You know, this is the one that's going to be flown out and, you know, y'all going to have a good time. And, you know, you might even try to pass her to your home, but whatever the case may be, there's not a whole lot of respect. There is a lot of sexual attention being given. There is a lot of sexual attention expected from this woman. If she shows up, the first thing, you don't think the first thing, oh, this might be a good wife. You're thinking the first thing, oh, she open for business at this point. And who usually do those women go for? Those women do usually go for the so-called rappers, the so-called entertainers, athletes, etc., playboys, you know, whoever fits that bill, whoever is going to be spending the money, the flashy guy, the guy that, you know what I'm saying, has got the couple of dollars and he got a little stable of chicks that look like that and da 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 da. So all of that type of thing, she's going to go for that guy because he, quote unquote, can pay for her time. This is the chick that falls into the bad B category. And that's a subcategory of women. It's not just a woman that happens to be pretty. A bad B, everybody know a bad B when they see one. She got a BBL body. She got the uniform on. She got the lace front. She got the lashes. She got the nails. She got the, you know what I'm saying? If she's so-called upper echelon, she wants to wear the label. Everything is a label, this and that. This woman is not good for a long time. She's there for a good time. And she's only paying attention to the guy that can pay. This is not a regular run-of-the-mill woman. This is not a woman that's looking for a husband. She's not looking for family. She's not looking for these things. Any man that comes towards her or entertains her ought to know that that's not what he's getting. Then she explained the natural body, the woman that presents herself. She's, you know what I'm saying, reasonably fit. She's reasonably in shape. She's not, you know, she might not be a gym warrior, but she's not fat, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. She try to keep herself up. You know, her hygiene's pretty good. You know, she shows up. It doesn't necessarily mean that she don't wear no makeup, but it's like, you know, she's not wearing the clown face. You know, she's wearing appropriate makeup, appropriate clothing. You know, she's not making a spectacle of herself. When you see her, she's not a spectacle. People are not paying attention to her because she's a clown. People are not paying attention to her because she's attention seeking. They're paying attention to her, if they are, because of her energy, because of her aura, because of the femininity that they feel, the energy that she's putting out. This is usually how this goes. This is why she attracts the men that she attracts, because those men are going to look at her and his first instinct won't be playtime. You see what I'm saying? He may take the time to try to figure out who this woman actually is, talk to her, you know, try to see what her mindset is, try to see if the software is matching the hardware. Okay. So this is why when the discussions happen about who to marry, the men say, oh, we like natural women. This is what they mean. Women try to turn that around into saying that they want unkempt women. And that is not what natural means. Natural does not mean that you don't do your hair, that you don't do your nails, that you don't wear any makeup, that your clothes are, you know what I'm saying, these super, super basic, you don't got no style, you know, and all of that type of stuff. That's not what that means. It just means you're not doing the whole clown thing. You're not wearing a costume. You're not wearing the costume of a woman. You're being you. And last but not least, the overweight women. And this is why the concept of body positivity was such a negative thing in my book. And it was the Lulu for a lot of women. And it was an excuse to remain overweight so that you wouldn't have to do the work that it would take to get down to a reasonable weight and size. And it really does attract men who have ulterior motives, because being overweight gives the impression that first you're going to be desperate and you're going to be easy. This is how overweight women get men. But you have to look at the quality of men that they are getting. These men typically have some type of ulterior motives. These are men that, you know, she got a place to stay and he don't really. So he comes there. You know, she would look all right if she lost weight, but she won't do it. She's got low self-esteem. This is the thought pattern where she must have low self-esteem. If she's been fat a long time, there have not been a lot of options for her in terms of a man. So she's probably desperate. She's probably low self-esteem. She's probably accustomed to being not treated so very well, you know, just kind of wanting a male presence around. So with this woman, I don't have to give her much. I don't have to be the best version of me to be with this woman. She doesn't require this. Her appearance tells me that I don't have to do much of anything. I don't even so much as have to have real basic respect for her. I can disrespect her. I can not show up for her. I can talk to her kind of any kind of way. I can treat her any kind of way. And I don't expect her to retaliate or to complain or anything like that, because I'll just take my presence away and I know that she's thirsty for that. I'll just take my sex away and I know that she's thirsty for that. So um this type of female is not in a position to make any demands. And we're not even talking about crazy demands. We're talking about basic 101. If we're in a relationship, these are the things that we do. She usually will attract men that don't feel the need to do this. I urge women to make sure that they do not become this woman. Whatever you going through that's got you overweight, you need to work through that ASAP. And you need to work through whatever the emotional thing is, and you need to work on the physical part of that at the same time. So your weight loss journey is not just a journey of getting your food choices together and hitting a gym somewhere. That's included. But you also have to figure out why you don't like yourself. What is it about you that you feel like this is what you deserve from you? Because usually, and especially for women, usually when we gain weight like that, we're trying to protect ourselves from something. We're trying to ward off something. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? For women, it be a psychological thing as well. Need to work through that. Figure that out. Figure out what's going on. What is it what part of you that your esteem is really low, that you don't want to do this work, and you feel like this is what you deserve. You feel like you deserve to be 300 pounds, you know what I'm saying? And all of this type of stuff. Like you feel like this is just what your lot in life is. And this is what it's got to be. Figure that out, because as long as you have those insecurities and underpinnings, that's going to attract that energy of men who will take advantage of that insecurity that you have, or those insecurities that you display. It really is true that water seeks its own level. You really do attract that which you are. Okay? You attract it. So be careful. Fit, feminine, and friendly is a must. To attract the type of men with the type of quality that every woman says she's looking for, it takes work on your part, internally and externally, because your external body tells us what you think about yourself, because the BBL body is insecure. That's why she's fun time. The BBL body, a little known thing. The BBL girl is as insecure about her body as the fat girl. It's just that the fat girl went about it a different way. She's stuck in her own rut and saying, well, I'm fat and unattractive, and this is just the way it is. The BBL girl doesn't think she's attractive either. A lot of times that screams low self-esteem and insecurity, because you were so insecure with your body that you was willing to go under the knife possibly more than 1 or 2 times to achieve a body that you did not actually work for. Don't understand the sacrifice of maintaining such a body, and you used it for a monetary come up. For a woman to have that mindset, she's got some deep-rooted insecurities where she's willing to go that far for some validation that she apparently can't give to herself. She's just as lazy as the fat girl in reality. The natural body girl is the only one out of the 3 examples that has accepted herself, but she also is doing what it takes to be the best version of her own self. Whatever her physical flaws are, whatever the gym can't fix and whatever food can't fix, it just is what it is, And it's that level of acceptance and confidence in herself and her higher self-esteem that actually helps to attract better quality men. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.